Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have something super exciting for all the DIY lovers out there. Get ready to grab your glue guns, unleash your creativity, and prepare to be amazed. Because we're diving into the world of miniature crafts that are sure to blow your mind. We'll be creating the most adorable, intricate, and totally unique miniature crafts that will add a touch of whimsy and magic to your space. So grab your crafting supplies, and let's get started. Alright miniature enthusiasts, let's kick things off with a project that's practically bursting with enchantment, a miniature fairy garden. This craft is all about creating a whimsical little world in a container, and trust me, it's easier than you might think. First, you're going to want to find the perfect vessel for your fairy garden. You can use anything from a vintage teacup to a shallow planter, or even a repurposed picture frame. Once you've got your base, it's time to layer in those magical elements. Think lush green moss to create a soft, verdant carpet, pebbles and twigs to build tiny pathways, and colorful crystals for a touch of sparkle. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the fairies. You can find adorable miniature fairies online or at your local craft store. Choose ones that speak to your heart and fit the overall vibe of your garden. Maybe you're drawn to whimsical fairies with flowing gowns, or perhaps you prefer mischievous pixies with a playful spirit. Once you've found your perfect fairies, nestle them gently into the moss, creating little scenes that tell a story. But wait, there's more. No fairy garden is complete without a touch of whimsy. Miniature mushrooms, tiny birdhouses, and delicate flowers will all add to the enchanting atmosphere. Don't be afraid to get creative and add your own personal touches. Remember, this is your chance to let your imagination run wild and create a miniature world that reflects your unique style. Maybe your fairy garden is a secret haven tucked away in a lush forest, or perhaps it's a vibrant meadow bathed in sunlight. The possibilities are endless. As you're crafting your miniature fairy garden, take your time and enjoy the process. It's all about embracing the tiny details and creating something truly magical. And the best part? Every time you look at your finished creation, you'll be transported to a world of wonder and enchantment. Now, who's ready to create their own miniature fairy garden? Let me know in the comments below what kind of magical world you'll be bringing to life. Get ready to work those creative muscles and satisfy your inner foodie with our next miniature craft, Tiny Clay Food. This craft is all about recreating your favorite dishes in miniature form, and trust me, it's way more fun, and less messy, than actual cooking. Plus, these adorable creations will last a lifetime, no refrigeration required. To start, you'll need some polymer clay in a variety of colors. This magical material bakes hard in a regular oven, making it perfect for creating durable and long-lasting miniatures. Now let's talk about shaping those culinary masterpieces. You can use simple tools like toothpicks, needles, and even your fingers to mold the clay into realistic-looking food items. Imagine crafting tiny pizzas with perfectly melted cheese, juicy burgers stacked high with toppings, or delicate sushi rolls that look good enough to eat. And don't forget about the sweet treats. Miniature cakes, cookies, and ice cream sundaes are all fair game in the world of miniature clay food. One of the best things about this craft is that you can let your imagination run wild and create dishes that are as unique as you are. Maybe you've always wanted to try making a rainbow unicorn cake, or perhaps you dream of crafting a towering croquembouche. With miniature clay food, the only limit is your imagination. As you're molding and shaping your tiny treats, don't be afraid to experiment with different colors, textures, and techniques. You can even add tiny details like sprinkles, sesame seeds, or even a dusting of powdered sugar to make your creations look extra realistic. And here's a pro tip. If you're feeling extra ambitious, you can even create miniature plates, bowls, and cutlery to display your culinary masterpieces. Talk about taking your miniature game to the next level. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your clay and let's get cooking up a storm of miniature deliciousness. Don't forget to share your creations with me in the comments below. I can't wait to see what culinary delights you come up with. Calling all bookworms and lovers of cozy spaces. Our next miniature craft is for you. Get ready to create a charming miniature book nook, a tiny haven for all things literary that will add a touch of magic to any bookshelf. This craft is all about creating a miniature scene within a small, enclosed space, typically resembling a miniature room or a diorama. You can use a variety of materials for the structure of your book nook, such as cardboard boxes, wooden crates, or even repurposed shoeboxes. Once you've chosen your base, it's time to let your imagination run wild and transform it into a cozy reading sanctuary. Think miniature bookshelves stacked with tiny tomes, a comfortable armchair draped in a cozy throw, and a warm fireplace casting a gentle glow on the scene. You can find an array of miniature furniture and accessories online or at your local craft store to complete your book nook. Look for miniature books, reading lamps, tiny plants, and even miniature portraits to hang on the walls. Don't be afraid to mix and match different styles and eras to create a space that reflects your unique taste. One of the best things about creating a miniature book nook is the attention to detail. You can add tiny touches like bookmarks tucked into books, a miniature cup of tea resting on a side table, or even a pair of reading glasses perched on the arm of the chair. These small details will bring your creation to life and make it truly special. As you're crafting your miniature book nook, think about the kind of atmosphere you want to create. Do you envision a cozy cabin in the woods, a whimsical fairy tale cottage, or a sleek and modern reading room? The possibilities are endless. Remember, this is your chance to create a miniature world that reflects your love of books and your unique style. So, gather your materials, put on your creative caps, and let's build some book nooks. Get ready to channel your inner interior designer because our next miniature craft is all about creating the most adorable and intricate dollhouse furniture. This craft is perfect for anyone who loves tiny details and wants to add a touch of personality to their miniature world. The beauty of crafting miniature furniture is that you can let your imagination run wild and create pieces that are as unique as the dollhouse they'll inhabit. Whether you're drawn to sleek modern designs, rustic farmhouse chic, or elegant Victorian vibes, the possibilities are endless. One of the most popular materials for crafting miniature furniture is wood. Balsa wood, in particular, is a favorite among miniaturists because it's lightweight, easy to work with, and takes paint beautifully. You can find pre-cut balsa wood pieces in various shapes and sizes at your local craft store, making it easy to assemble miniature chairs, tables, beds, and more. If you're feeling extra crafty, you can even try your hand at carving your own miniature furniture pieces from scratch. This takes a bit more patience and skill, but the results are incredibly rewarding. Once you've built the basic structure of your miniature furniture, it's time to add those special touches that will make them truly unique. Think tiny cushions for the chairs, delicate carvings on the bedposts, or even miniature paintings to hang on the walls. You can use a variety of materials for these details, such as fabric scraps, beads, wire, and even polymer clay. Don't be afraid to experiment and see what works best for you. And here's a pro tip. To give your miniature furniture a professional finish, consider using a fine grit sandpaper to smooth out any rough edges and then painting them with acrylic paints. You can even add a layer of varnish for a glossy, polished look. So, gather your materials, unleash your inner carpenter, and let's create some miniature furniture masterpieces. Get ready to bring the great outdoors inside with our final miniature craft stunning miniature terrariums. These tiny ecosystems are like miniature worlds encapsulated in glass, and they're surprisingly easy to create. Plus, they make the perfect addition to any home, adding a touch of greenery and tranquility to any space. To create your miniature terrarium, you'll need a clear glass container. You can use anything from a mason jar to a geometric terrarium, a vintage fishbowl, or even a repurposed light bulb. Once you've chosen your vessel, it's time to layer in the elements that will create your miniature ecosystem. Start with a layer of small pebbles or gravel for drainage, followed by a layer of activated charcoal to help keep the environment inside your terrarium fresh and clean. Next, add a layer of potting soil specifically designed for succulents and cacti, as these plants thrive in humid environments. Now comes the fun part, choosing your plants. When selecting plants for your miniature terrarium, it's important to choose varieties that prefer similar growing conditions and won't outgrow their container too quickly. Some popular choices include miniature succulents, air plants, ferns, and mosses. Once you've arranged your plants, you can add decorative elements like small stones, crystals, pieces of driftwood, or even miniature figurines to personalize your miniature world. Get creative and let your imagination run wild. Caring for your miniature terrarium is relatively easy. Simply mist it with water every few weeks or when the soil feels dry to the touch. Avoid overwatering, as this can lead to root rot and harm your plants. Place your terrarium in a spot with bright, indirect light and rotate it regularly to ensure even growth. And there you have it, a stunning miniature terrarium that will bring a touch of nature and tranquility to your home. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these miniature crafts, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing DIY ideas. We had so much fun exploring the world of miniatures with you, and we hope you feel inspired to create your own tiny masterpieces. Remember, the beauty of miniature crafting lies in the details, so don't be afraid to experiment, let your imagination run wild, and most importantly, have fun. Let us know in the comments which craft was your favorite, and we'll see you in the next video.